So while most people are on break, anyone who's not going on break, what did I miss when I crashed?
We enter the city, and I'm going to the sewers because I'm going to explore a bit, and the others were going to. He was going to buy some materials or something. Not exactly sure what he was doing.
Yeah, something like that.
They're gonna go get materials, like see if they can go to the shop and find anything that they could use to break out of the prison.
And everyone seemed to forgot that I have 100 grand sitting in the bank waiting to be collected. That I'm not going to leave in SAR.
This is the first time it's come up?
It's not. He's mentioned it 3 times in game.
He did mention it in the very first episode.
Yeah.
Because originally he wanted to go shopping before you left town, but then he mentioned it as you were leaving town. So.
Well, unfortunately, I was late, so that was my bad.
Okay, so if you're here then, Charles, and everyone, we'll start with you then. You're going shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going shopping?
Well, he needs to collect his money first, so he's gonna run by the bank, quote unquote, or question mark?
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that if this is going to be a whole thing, then maybe we should go together. In a way. Kim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
We're going shopping! Woo! I'm gonna buy a hat. I'm going to buy a hat.
Charles, just to make
Seriously.
note, originally, not saying you're bound to this at this point, but originally the plan that you had been sent with was to not go collect the money from the bank, but this check, as it were, this promissory note, was to be given to the person that the purchase was being made from to purchase Vaykic's rare metals.
But Vaykick sent me with this promissory note.
Yep.
And he also sent me with my guns.
Mm-hmm.
So
are you gonna rob someone?
You're gonna rob
no, I'm not robbing him. He's my father, basically.
He gave me a check and a gun.
I'd be very confused if my pretend dad
I'm gonna go
just handed
cash
me
this
a check and a gun.
rob my dad.
No, I do go and do I know from these promissory notes, am I allowed to, or not allowed, but am I able to just collect this money?
Basically, the bearer of the note can collect the money.
Okay, so I go and collect the money.
Okay. You go to the Gnomish embassy in Zar.
Okay. Is it heavily fortified to prevent explosions?
Well, you start to walk up to the embassy, and you get about a block away, and you start looking around and realize that most of the houses within a block of this place don't look lived in.
Well, you know, I expect some of them to be exploded even, so...
And then you start walking a bit closer in, and you look down the road towards the embassy building, and that's when you notice that there are a ring of city guard standing guard looking towards the building.
To prevent any gnomes from getting out or any explosions.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it looks like they're actually they're guarding the city from the embassy.
That's you know, some gnomes, they send out some automated drones to collect materials and things go bad, okay?
Sometimes it collects heads. So yeah. So as approaching
you did read the gnomish history, right, Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Mount Nevermind blew up.
The welcome bots?
Yeah.
That exploded, that could be seen 50 miles away?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome!
Yeah, these gnomish automated greeting bots.
That's what they called it, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we approach from the guards, and I announce our presence before we approach.
Just as we're walking up before, though, we should ask Kalish, like, is this normal with the guards, and do we know whether or not they let people pass?
This is completely normal. And I'm technically part of the Nomus embassy. I think.
We're not, though.
I don't know.
And I'm just asking if what they usually do with the people going out of that embassy.
They don't let people out.
I mean, I don't think I've seen anybody come out.
You've never seen anybody dumb enough to go in.
No, exactly. So that's why I'm
No.
answering this question, because I'm gonna say what Casey said next. I don't think I've actually seen anybody dumb enough to go in even.
So how about this? Oh,
If you want, you can stay behind.
I don't know. All right, we'll go with you, but
Okay.
I hope that they will let us pass back out again.
He thinks about it for a minute. You could see there's like hesitation. I think so. I think they'll let us out. We'll be okay. And we announce our presence before.
If we go in there and we're just gonna get stuck in there, then I swear to God.
I'll be kind of angry as well, but look, we have some drones.
You did it yourself. You fucking. Oh my god.
One of the guards.
It's only your fault if you do
As
that.
you approach and announce yourself, one of the guards turns and kind of looks at you, and he kind of looks at the three of you, and he goes, "What are you doing in this name?"
Greetings. I come from Professor They Kicked. I'm here to drop off something for the Gnomish Embassy. I would like to pass, please.
Wait, you're a gnomish messenger.
Indeed. Well, I've actually come to collect some supplies for my professor, but you know,
It's
He immediately
purely
takes 2
academical.
steps back from you, and he kind of looks at you and he says, "You three want to go in there?"
We
absolutely.
are simply walking with him for moral support because, as you know, they have a bit of a reputation, and we care about our business partner here, and we want to make sure that he's all right.
Reputation? Of course, we're the
And
top engineers
Jonathan-
of the society.
Look, if you want to go in there, just get him further away from me, please.
Sure. And
Starts
it's
walking
not going to be
forward.
a problem for us going out again, is there?
You're bringing something. You're not bringing anything out, are you?
I think he's bringing out gold for us to invest in other endeavors.
Just gold, not like any gnomish gold.
No. Wouldn't
No,
dream
no.
of it. This is Dwarven, so it's completely different. It's alright.
Dwarven.
His boomstick.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He says, no inventions, I promise. You have my word.
Yeah, okay, just yeah, go. Move
Have a
along.
good day. I'm like waving to him as I walk by.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's... You know...
This
Yeah.
guy just looks nervous. I mean, all of the guards here, and there's about a dozen of them.
Yeah.
They all look like they're walking on eggshells. They all look nervous.
Yeah.
Every time a sound comes from down the road, every
Mm.
time there's a pop or a crash, they
Oh my
put their foot
God.
in the air.
Yeah.
Is this a way to haze newbies?
Yeah, I was thinking about that's where they send all the new
Oh
people.
god. You got gnome duty today. Oh no.
First day on the job, like, oh, we're gonna beat up criminals? No, you're going to guard the gnomes. What? Good God.
Now, and as you walk past him and you kind of look at the building,
Mhm.
you kind of start to notice for the first time that this is not a normal building. The columns at the front of the building appear to be like giant screws. And they're turning, and you're not sure why. And there is kind of a clockwork gear assembly over the door that looks like it has a number of symbols on it, but they're not any kind of timekeeping symbols that you've ever encountered before. And then next to that, it looks like someone has welded a different kind of timekeeping thing, which also has a bunch of symbols that you've also never seen before. And the entire thing just, well, for one, the entire thing's made out of metal. You've never seen a building completely made out of metal before. Well, Jonathan has. None of the rest of them have.
I've lived in a metal building.
Yeah. And there is a copious amount of smoke coming out of the top of the building.
John takes takes a second to look at these screws and moving parts, and he's like, I love being home. I don't know what this invention does, but it's working fantastically.
How
Give
do
me
you
an
know?
intelligence check. All right, give me a tinkering check.
Oh, okay. Tinker. God, my rolls today.
Oh, please let him fail. Can I roll an intelligence check, Izzy?
You can roll intelligence. He didn't fail, though. 15 was the difficulty.
Cap. Let me see if I understand now.
Sanity check, huh?
Sanity check, yeah.
Looks
Alex,
into the
actually,
clockwork.
with your intelligence, Alec, you're able to work out what this is as well.
Okay.
What it looks like is the kind of the roof portion that is being held up by these columns. It looks like these columns are continually spinning to keep it up above them. And it looks like if the columns stop spinning, that kind of couple-ton piece of metal
Oh,
there will
God.
slam down and close and block off the door.
Oh my God, they're idiots. Oh, they're idiots.
It's
Okay,
the,
yeah.
It's the equivalent of a castle dropping a
Yeah.
stone block in front of the door to seal it.
I'm
I look
gonna.
at it.
They're not idiots in that case. It's just.
I look at it and I say, this is a marvelous invention of no miscreation, of absolute superiority.
Vincent will grab him and just. We need to get in. We need to get out. I don't want to stay here.
We're safest in there.
I'm gonna look over at Jonathan, and I'm like, oh, you dude, you're aware that if that stops, this collapses, right?
Well, if that stops, and that over there is going to stop, and then that up there is going to stop, and that down there is going to explode. So you don't need to worry about that collapsing. That's the last of your issues.
We're still talking here. We should.
I'm gonna look up and I'm like,
He walks forward and starts like banging on the door and hitting cymbals, and then eventually tries to open.
You notice at the door as you get there, there is a turn crank. There are 3 buttons, and there are 5 pulleys at the door.
I look at it and say, "Oh, this is simple." I walk over, rip the pulleys, and start like dragging them towards the crank, and then try to like hook them around the crank, and then start cranking the door.
Right. So yeah, the other 2 of you watch as he pulls these pulleys and then ties them into the crank and starts turning it. As you start to turn the crank, the pulleys are pulled. You start to hear like high-pitched train whistles. As the train whistles start to sound, you watch as the 3 buttons go from red to green.
I quickly press those buttons.
You press the 3 buttons, and as you do, the train whistles get even louder. You hear what kind of sounds like a bass tuba behind train whistles. And then suddenly, and the other 2 of you jump from surprise, the door just falls open.
You broke
There we
it.
go. See, I told you. Masterful creation.
I wouldn't call it that, but we need to do this faster because things are falling apart.
It's a
And
good thing I didn't initiate
there's-
self-destruct.
you just told me that if the thing on the roof stops ticking, then it will collapse, and that's got. We should go.
I'm thinking the guards right now feel really bad for everybody that's walking inside.
Yeah, like I'm so sorry.
It goes
sorry,
without
hello.
saying that at the time you're doing this to the door, you now stepped under that big metal platform.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
So it like
So,
is perpetually being pushed up by the screws while we're under it. Amazing.
Need to go.
Yeah, we walk inside.
You walk
Yeah.
inside. As you step inside, you are greeted by a room that looks like it is made of whistles. Pipe whistles and whistles mounted on the pipe whistles, and every kind of whistle you could possibly think of. It looks, you cannot actually see the walls for all of the whistles. And then in the middle of that room, sitting at a desk, you see a gnome with very thick glasses on. And he's writing on something on the desk and has not looked up at you.
Alright, yeah, he walks forward. Or actually, he begins talking before he walks forward. And he just... I can't actually do this, because I'll just stumble and mutter and
Do
whatnot.
it. Do it.
But he...
Please. Do it. You will get extra XP for it. Do it. Deep breath.
Hang on.
You can do this. I believe in you.
Greetings, my name is Jonathan and I come here from the official professor of They Kicked Under the Mountain, and he says his entire name, and starts going on and on about, I have come with a promissory note of X amount collecting this amount on this set day of this time, which I am of course late, but I am late for very good reasons. Anyway, I've come to collect this.
He talks for about 4 minutes straight, the other 2, without taking a breath.
I'm gonna stand there watching this. Like, kind of like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
What?
The
Stop.
entire time
Yes.
he's talking,
Kalesh.
the gnome behind the desk never moves. He just keeps writing.
So, I mean, at this point, John hopes that the gnome would have started in at least a little bit of his conversation, like replied a little bit, but upon like
Give me an
mid-sentence,
insight-
not
Give me an insight check.
yeah. 11.
Would the other 2 of you like to do insight as well?
Yeah. If I can
Inside
decipher
now.
this.
If this is an auto gnome, I'm gonna be angry.
Insight. There we go. Fuck me! And fuck you. And fuck Roll20. I'm refreshing.
Caleb, are you rolling?
I haven't rolled double digits the
No,
whole
you're not
session.
rolling?
no, not on this. Hell no.
Gotta reseed the RNG.
An 11
Yeah.
and 9.
Together it's a 20.
Fuck
Neither of you
you.
is sure what's going on.
I mean, at this point, John would be at the desk by now, and I mean, what is this gnome writing exactly?
Looks like he's taking like a daily journal.
Is this like this wouldn't be at the entrance of the Gnomish Mountain, would it?
No.
I say, of course I know where I'm going. I don't know why I'm even telling you this. You're just the receptionist. I'll be on my way now. My apologies. And I walk towards a direction.
As you go to walk, you actually step kind of between the kind of lighting in the room and him, and his desk goes dark for a minute, and you watch as he jumps, and then looks up and goes, "Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Where have you been here long?"
Greetings. My name is John, and I've come here for this very reason. And he recites his entire fucking 4-minute conversation that he had.
I'm gonna be like, I look at Vincent like,
He lets you go through this entire thing, and then as soon as he can see that you stop talking, he kind of goes, "Sorry, I can't really hear you. Let me get my apprentice." And he walks over to one of the walls, pulls on a lever, and every whistle in this room sounds at once.
Oh no.
at this point, I'm gonna be starting to become temperamental.
And one of them explodes.
Which one explodes?
All of you roll me a Constitution save.
Are you fucking shitting me?
But I don't wanna.
God damn it.
Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Okay, Kalik,
Fuck me.
you are not deafened by the whistles.
Okay.
Fuck me.
It's like, doom! Okay, got you.
Fuck
The other
me.
two of you hear this cacophony of whistles, and then everything goes silent.
I'm gonna use telepathy to Vincent. Gnomes are fucking idiots, man.
What?
Are you? It's telepathy. You can actually hear this.
At which
Nah.
point, you kind of retroactively realize this receptionist is probably deaf.
Nothing.
So the receptionist has an assistant who isn't deaf.
Yeah.
Who's smart enough to stay away from his fucking professor.
Who stays out of the room, yes, until the whistles sound. So,
Well,
the whistles sound. They've been there in the city about an hour now. Maybe an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, the whistles sound. Kalik, about 10 seconds later, the whistles stop. You see the other two kind of holding their ears. And
I'm gonna let
then,
for a minute.
Vincent has a nosebleed. Like, a single
and then
tear.
You watch as this kind of young-looking gnome walks into the room and goes, greetings. How can I assist today?
You can start by not deafening us.
John takes a minute. He doesn't. How long will this deafness last, Casey? I hope it's not permanent.
How long are you waiting to find out?
Well, as soon as she comes out and says something, John will shout, unable to hear his own voice, and say, "What? I can't hear anything."
The
What?
apprentice kind of looks up at you.
What did he say?
At the three of you and goes, yes, the deafness usually goes away after a few moments, after some amount of time. The whistles are so to let everyone know that you're here, so that people will be aware that you are in the vicinity and that they can be ready for your arrival if you are arriving to see them. Who are you arriving to see anyway?
Ask him how long the deafness is.
So that was a gnomish sentence. So I imagine it took a minute or two.
Mm-hmm.
So
It takes 5 minutes before you're there.
okay. He just says, I can't hear you, so I'll just repeat what I said. And he repeats what he says in a very, like, loud and pained tone. Because he can't control his volume. So, some
Alex,
sentences
this is now
he's...
the third time you've heard this story. This time,
Okay,
Alex
I'm gonna go.
shouted at you.
I'm gonna be pissy. I mean, you're gonna see Kellek like literally standing there holding his ring, like ready to take it off, pondering about like, is it worth actually killing these people or not? And you will see red flares out of his eyes.
Yeah, it's just mayhem.
And the assistant is just still stood there waiting for. And when you finally get through your long sentence, she goes, "Ah, yes, very well. Just this way, this way, this way," and turns and leads you out of this room. I assume you follow.
Yeah, we follow.
Mm-hmm.
You walk out of that room. She steps onto this what looks like a stairway. But then you notice that she steps onto it and then stops moving. But the stairs are moving. And then they stop moving while she's about halfway down and start smoking.
So does the hearing return now? Because that was like a 4-minute thing you said.
Yeah, your hearing's returning as you're stepping onto these stairs.
He's like, that's much better. I can finally hear again. Now then, oh dear, the stairs have stopped.
And she kind of looks around and she turns and she goes, yes, let's go back up to the top. Back up to the top. Quickly up to the top, please.
He starts shuffling very quickly.
I dislike this place.
She gets up to the top, and you watch as she calmly closes the door and locks it, then counts to 5, and you hear what could only be a very loud explosion on the other side of the door. She goes, "I believe we'll go the other way. Yes, the other way is much more scenic, much nicer this time of day. Come on. Well, why are we still waiting here? Go on."
Yes, let's go.
And she takes you a different way, where you actually reach basically an elevator. And she walks you all onto a platform, presses about 10 buttons, then turns a switch and then pulls a lever. A whistle sounds in the distance, and then it starts going down.
I mean, my hands will be shaking by now. I'm not joking. He will be pissy. Like at the point he's like holding his smoke and he knows he shouldn't smoke here because
I don't smoking here.
Yeah, I don't think they will mind. Just calm down and have some, and maybe I should have some too.
You do realize it's called gnome weed, right?
Oh.
I am aware. I've been using the material for quite a few years. But thank you, Jonathan. And he's gonna be like, like a bit like that.
And she doesn't seem to bat an eye when you light it.
Yeah.
You get to the bottom and she says, "Now then, we'll just need to go just down this corridor here. You will want to put that out before we pass the third door. Some very flammable things in that room. Quite flammable. Not good to smoke in that room. Believe me. It's happened and it's not fun. Not fun at all.
We believe you.
Okay, as you said that, I probably have gotten a few hits, I guess. So I'm gonna be like, it's all good.
Yeah.
You
start walking down this hall, and as you pass this third door, you can't help but kind of look in. And gasoline as a thing doesn't really exist in this world, but you have seen like flammable oils and things of that nature. You look into this room, and you see a machine that you can't even describe what it should be. But on the back of this machine, you see no less than like 20 cask barrels marked in a dozen different symbols for flammable just strapped to the back of this machine, and it looks like one of them has leaked, and the machine itself is standing in a puddle of this stuff.
Go,
And
go,
there
go,
are
go, go, go.
half a dozen gnomes just banging hammers on the thing, working on it. Some of them covered in this flammable oil, not even really seeming bothered by it.
Same people.
You finally
Perfectly
get,
reasonable.
you finally get to the end of this hallway where she, again, pulley, lever, pulley, button, turn the gear. There must be 20 steps to open these doors. The door finally slides to the side. She steps in, and she goes, "Just this way to the vault. The master of the vault will assist you. He will retrieve the items which you are here for, and I will meet you back at the front of the hallway when you are ready to depart. Would anyone care for a cup of tea, number of spirits, any type of refreshments?"
I will take a gnomish wine, please. The 67th brand, please.
Certainly. I'll send one of the trolleys your way.
And we are at the vault, quote unquote, the bank essentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we well, at least John walks in to the bank and tries to find the gnome that she mentioned.
Okay, yeah. You get there. There's a very old gnome sat behind the desk. He basically does roughly take the note from you, turn around, go into an area in the back, count out, and what was it, 10,000 gold?
I thought it was 100,000.
100,000. Okay. Just a second. He starts bringing out stacks of what look like they're bundled together bricks of gold. He brings out
Saliva stops dripping.
400 5-pound bricks of gold.
Okay.
Hello, beautiful. It's so shiny.
And he takes out his box of holding and
Let me
opens it up.
Hold one of them for a little while. Just a little bit.
Hold a 500-pound brick?
No. They're 5-pound
Oh.
bricks.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, if it was 500 pounds of gold, I would be fucking freaking out.
Bear in mind what I've just said. He brings
Yeah.
400 5-pound bricks.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what
it's
got
a
me
lot more
confused.
than 400 pounds.
How much gold is that?
A ton. Literally 1 ton of gold.
Yeah, but how much is 1 ton of gold?
It's 50 gold pieces per pound.
That's 100,000 gold.
Don't they know what
So-
platinum is? Jesus.
No.
Promissory
Well,
note was
I-
for 100,000 gold. It was not for.
Oh.
platinum.
It was specifically gold.
The note says
There's
gold,
something about gold that's a lot more. There's something about gold
This
that's a lot
is Jonathan.
Hmm?
Have I told you how much I value our friendship? I really feel
No.
we had a special bond after our travels on
We
the
have?
carriage. Yeah, I can feel it. My heart. Don't you feel it in your heart? There,
I think I have
Jonathan.
acid reflux.
Yeah, it's almost like that. Yeah, we should go with that out of here. It's
Well,
It's so
first I
great
need
to
to
have
make
you
a
here.
few stops.
yeah.
I need to pick up a few supplies, and then
whatever
we'll
you
go.
want, buddy. Of course. Yes.
I actually like turn to the old man and ask him like, which floor are we on?
This is the third floor. We'll need to just head out and head back up to the first.
Oh, well, what about, I suppose the guide will do it. Never mind, have a good day.
Remember, we did promise those guards not to go out of... Oh, right, you have the box thing. Never mind.
As
It
you're all
essentially...
going out, perception
Yeah.
checks.
Oh, no. Perception. 14.
18.
No, they're not under arrest. We just can't get them out. They're trapped.
Kalik, roll me your perception.
There we go.
Okay. So everyone but John gets advantage now on their dexterity save.
Don't I already have, advantage for living as a gnome when it comes to this situation? I mean, I lived in the mountains.
Yeah.
That's not...
That's
No,
fair.
no,
Yeah,
no.
All three of you make your roll with advantage.
Okay.
I have advantage.
Oh,
Okay,
say
shut
dexterity?
the fuck up, Jamie. I can see you laughing. Stop it. I didn't roll a 7.
Yeah, Jamie's losing her shit.
Where is this thing? Okay. Good.
22.
Good advantage. Good advantage.
But, yeah. It's a good thing I have it.
Okay, so
Shit.
all
Fucking
of you
hell.
are going to
This...
take 17, 22. All of you are going to take half damage as you watch this kind of cart that seems to be rolling itself down the hallway
Oh no, what we requested.
with wine and kind of assorted drinks and treats on the top of it,
You
As
just
it
had to get
begins-
fucking...
wheeling its way down the hallway, catches on something, swerves, runs into the wall, and explodes in a fireball.
You're going to be the death of me, Jonathan.
No shit.
And
He says that as...
You all take 2 fire damage.
Yeah, he says that as the flaming inferno gets closer. Like...
he says look out in a direction and like dives in that direction.
Look out! 32 degrees!
That's about accurate, yeah.
The gnomes do have 37 different ways to say look out, depending on which direction the danger is coming from.
So,
What if
yeah.
it's a new direction?
Well, then
So
don't
we're all
take
standing
the
there with,
roll.
like, curled up, like, flaming... Ah, shit. We're
Okay,
leaving
now then, I need to purchase some very dangerous supplies.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Mainly gunpowder.
Could we just
Because
wait
the-
at the exit? With...
You
I don't-
absolutely can. You didn't even have to come in.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I really don't want to be here anymore.
Meanwhile, Kalik has six joints in his mouth all at once. Just chain smoking like a mother.
Well, if there's anywhere I would go above what I usually do, it's probably in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a caustic cloud of
So
smoke.
it's like I'm keeping attention to it because it's like, okay, I would have really smoked a half by now. Probably is continuing on that half as soon as possible.
Oh my god, you guys.
So who's going deeper with Jonathan, and who's going back towards the end?
I'm going deeper. Can't really leave him.
Okay, I'm also going. Shit. So
You
did I.
guys, I'm in my natural habitat right now. I'll be
I'm
fine.
not.
You're in your natural habitat, he says.
Metal exploding houses, the gnomish natural habitat.
Okay, so the three of you make your way down 2 more levels through basically a zipline system that you actually literally hang on to and slide down a rope across where you can actually look down and see much lower levels below you. You can see like 3 floors down. This appears to be like a 10-story building that only looks to be 1 story from the outside.
It had to be Indiana Jones, didn't it?
And you're on this rope and you slide across and you get to the bottom. And that's then when you walk into the gunpowder storage area.
How deep is this thing, Jonathan?
I look at a map and how many layers does it say this fountain or this thing has?
There are 10 levels.
There could be anywhere from 10 to 100, depending on the Cartographers Guild.
We need to get this done so we can do what we actually came here to do. You all remember what we
I
actually...
didn't plan on dying for you, Jonathan.
No, I really hope we don't. And
I hope we don't either. That'd be horrible.
Yeah. This is when you.
Why are you smiling while you say that?
This is when you start to walk past the signs that say you are now leaving the safety area. Danger ahead.
As I read that, I'm gonna be like looking at Vincent. Or
You
like
don't belong here.
looking at the sun, looking at
No
Vincent.
man is supposed
Like-
to travel this far into this madness.
I'm gonna look at Vincent again. It's like, I know I'm resilient, and I do have my father's gifts, but even I'm gonna struggle down here.
The funny thing is, you took a zip line down. You can't get back up.
Oh no, you don't say. I'm gonna. Well, let's move on.
And yes, you head into a vault for gunpowder.
Mm.
Okay.
Vincent and
How much?
Yeah, you guys start looking
Sorry, go ahead.
around. You realize that you are standing in basically a warehouse where kegs of gunpowder are being stored stacked 5 high.
Oh, of course.
That's safe.
I look to Vincent and say, I definitely wouldn't light up here. Here would be a very bad idea.
Yes, Kalish. You shouldn't.
I
Could we just
not-
buy the things and so we could leave here, please? I don't want to.
You saw John like looking at various barrels of gunpowder, like, which grainage do I need?
Yeah, there are different grains, there are different grades, there are different purities.
Basically, he buys a large collection of gunpowder, enough to sate like a couple bombs worth.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't
you
know how to
find-
act.
You find one of the people in the warehouse and manage to purchase a few sacks of gunpowder from them.
Mhm.
Because the keg won't actually fit into your bag.
Yeah. So purchase those, and basically what I'm gonna do from here is just kind of fast forward it and say he buys various Tinker's materials. He's just buying X amount of one material and X amount of another. Basically a gold's worth. Or a gold value's worth, not
Yeah.
specific
I get it.
materials.
You should buy enough so you can, I don't know, blow up a prison If, for example, it's just an example. It's not like we're actually going to. It's just
I
an
thought
example.
you were gonna say you should buy enough so we never, ever, ever have to come back here again.
Yeah, that too. Yes, please, no, never again.
He's essentially filling his bag with Tinker's materials. And we'll try and find an exit.
In the course of your wandering around buying your materials, roll me one more dexterity save.
No, seriously.
The one further mishap out of the other three.
Do we still have advantage? I hope?
Advantage?
No advantage. Actually, because you've had the last one, yes, you'll still have advantage. Because they're all on edge.
I would. No shit.
Fuck yeah! Fuck
Yeah.
yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Oh, high
This
five!
is what I get for walking around in gunpowder. Now I'm a little bit explosive.
Yeah. Oh right, Sig shouldn't be here. She would caught fire and just for no reason.
I think Jamie's dying laughing over
Yeah, that's great.
there. So, John, you don't have it half.
Oh.
The
9.
two of you take half of 9.
Is that
Okay.
5 or 4?
5, always high.
No, I'll go 4. I'm being
Oh, you're
And-
being
and-
nice. Oh.
Don't push it, Kim. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not used to having things being done to me that's nice.
Okay.
That's all.
Oh, that actually. Oh no, I need medical attention.
So,
What now?
what caused this?
How
Why?
are you?
I would recommend you
I'm
don't
a half.
get it from this place.
I'm ready around half.
Don't get it from this place.
No, no. They have helped enough. It's fine.
You do know that there will be a first aider on each floor.
Oh yeah, which I go to promptly after we collect materials and get the fuck out of here.
You're gonna go to the first aider?
Oh, it looks like your arm is chopped off. Let me just chop that off.
Now that I think about it, they'll probably just try to strap some metal to me.
Yeah, no,
So-
we should leave. We should leave. We should leave. Jonathan, please, this
Mm,
you need to stop this madness.
madness?
leave.
What are you talking about?
This
You have a
place.
paladin. I'm just saying.
These
Yes.
these are my home. This is my
Jonathan.
home.
So as you go
I
to
want
leave-
out. I
as
did
you
not
go
sign
to
up
leave
for
the
this.
warehouse levels, Jonathan, you follow the signs towards what looks to be pointing you to the exit, which is when you encounter something that is actually a bit old-fashioned for the mountain. You've not seen one of these in a long while. But you actually see someone who's preparing to head back upstairs, who climbs into what looks like the basket of a catapult, and shouts to someone else, who pulls a series of levers, and you all watch as the catapult throws him across the ravine that you used to climb down before.
Okay, this is a problem. This presents a bit of a problem, Casey, because when he was younger, John was shot out of a cannon a lot. By They
Enjoy.
Kicked. So you see John.
You have seen gnome flingers before, but you've not actually.
You see John get this like 1,000-mile stare of like,
John?
no,
Great. You can also see the madness now. You can see it.
no,
It's right there.
I'm not going on that. There has to be a better way. No, that is an outdated invention.
Yes.
And we are coming
Yes.
to something else.
That's
There's better than this.
right. Keep on.
We're not
yes.
going out there. We're not
That's
going
correct.
out that.
Yep. I couldn't agree more. Now, what's the alternative?
He like turns to the guide and says, "Look, that's been an outdated invention for years. Who knows what could go wrong? In fact, look, he had to pull 5 pulleys. He doesn't even have 5 arms.
He kind of
How is he
looks
supposed
and
to?"
goes, Well, what? You don't want to use Old Reliable here. I mean, I could always send you down the way. I mean, if you'd like, you could try out the experimental new gnomish aerial delivery device.
could we do something that's maybe not aerial? You don't have, like, say, a grapple hook climber?
You're trying to go up there. How are you going to go this not aerial?
But if we just go up by going through the ground, then it's really that simple. He realizes what he said, and he's like,
he just stares at you in disbelief, like you
He's
must
like-
be an outsider.
he's like,
Yeah.
I didn't mean that. In fact, you know what? I'm getting on Old Faithful because I know Old Faithful is an Old Faithful machine. He's like hyperventilating as he's like climbing into the basket, and he's like, now just be very gentle because I really don't want to be here anymore, and just pull the levers, please. And he's like putting his head down. He's like hyperventilating at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a roll to hit?
He.
Why are rolling a roll to hit, Casey? What happens if you miss?
That's how the gnome flinger works. You watch
Really?
as he pulls the levers, and you hear a bell sound off in the distance up above you, and then you watch as the catapult engages, and as Jonathan flies through the air. Jonathan, as you're flying, balled up, you hear a series of bells going off ahead of you, and then you impact face first into a very soft feather mattress.
And he's crying. He's full blown.
And then as you go to kind of stand up, you realize that you would hit the mattress, and below you, you're standing on what looks like a massive pile of sponges.
Of what? Sponges?
Sponges, yes.
Okay.
Give me an intelligence check.
Is it even if we hadn't hit the mattress? The mattress is there for fun. Is that what's going on? To see if they can hit it.
No, actually, what you realize as you start looking at this is you look at the mattress that you hit, you look at all of the sponges on the ground below you, and then you look up and you realize there's a massive vat that's probably filled with soapy water, and you realize that the sponges are probably there in case the mattress doesn't deploy. They can then just open up the bucket of soapy water, and the sponges are already there to clean up everything.
Oh my god.
It's an ingenious design.
Yeah, no, it's very practical. They can clean up dead bodies.
And about this time, he's cranking the catapult back down and looking at the two of you.
Yeah, Vincent sits and just think of the money. Think of the money.
I'm gonna look. I'm
Money.
gonna look over
Happy
at
place.
Vincent, and I'm like,
Money.
Vincent.
Yeah.
Vincent.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you think it's all right if I just fly?
If I'm getting catapult over there, you are also getting catapult over there. All right, we're doing this together.
This
All
shit
right.
isn't fair.
Yes.
We came down here together. We're going out together.
Yeah. If I'm going against that wall, you're also going against that wall. Or I swear to God, I will hunt you in the next life, and I will smash face
I mean, you
against
can just fly mid-air. So if you're gonna miss, you just stop.
Why can't I use the air?
So which one of you is getting in the basket next?
I'm saying this in it, and I'm like doing the like having this like I will find you in your next life, and
Okay.
I will bash you in
As you're
the.
doing that, he's pulling the levers, and you get launched.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
No.
John moves out of the way.
Hang on.
So he's not
Hang
gonna
on,
like
Hang on.
fly it.
Hang on. Hang on.
Hang on.
What are we hanging on?
I think you're the one who needs to be hanging on.
I'm trying to hang on to anything. I have. I don't know what I have for this. I don't have it. I can talk myself out of it being hit by a ball.
Can I move the mattress so it flies into him?
Well,
Or so it goes to him?
give me a perception check, Jonathan.
Okay. My perception is always very good.
Jonathan. When I went in, I
Great
said
shit.
specifically, "You will be the death of me," and I didn't know I would be this. I was hoping.
Oh.
Jonathan, you watch as Vincent flies over the mattress. A series of secondary bells start to sound. Another, like, feather balloon gets fired out of an area on the side of the tunnel, misses him as well. You then hear another series of alarms sounding as what looks like a gust of wind is blown out of a giant fan, which also fails to catch him. And then you watch as what looks like a fishing net 2 levels above you is launched out of a catapult of its own, wraps around him, and leaves him hanging suspended in the middle of the air, tied up in the fish net.
Jonathan, I hate you.
Jonathan,
I
what's
hate
up?
you so much.
Jonathan's looking up. And you can't tell if he's crying or laughing. Probably both.
Like boom, boom, boom.
And completely oblivious to what just happened, the gnome at the bottom is just cranking the catapult again and looking at you, Kella.
I'm gonna look at him like, okay, I have a question for you. I'm trying to find a way to rephrase my question in my mind. Give me 1 second, because I think I can get advantage on this. Just have to check. Sorry, one second. Is it this one?